Hey, what's up, guys? So have your blog lost 50, 60, or 70% of your traffic? Well, today I'm going to show you my blog update workflow and the way I think in the process that I've been taking with some of the blogs that I have that has lost traffic due to the Google quote unquote HCU update that has caused a lot of negative impact to a lot of good quality blogs out there. I have my blog, which is called The Handy Tag Guy. I've had this blog for some years now, and I kind of work on it on and off. Let's say I wanted to go and update this article here, which is TurboTax versus CPA, which is better for you. Last time we tweaked this article was a couple of years back. The first thing I would do is I would go and review it, read the content, look at the information that may or may not be outdated, and then I may or may not change the title. I would do some research to see what titles out there that are getting good traffic. But nonetheless, first thing I would do is I would go to the Bramework blog booster and I would put in the keyword I'm trying to rank for, the blog post URL, and then I would run the blog improver or blog booster. And as you can see here, it's giving me some keywords and sentences I could add to the article to improve it. It's telling me to add this section here, which is pros and cons of TurboTax versus CPA. And it's telling me where to add it here, right? Key differences between TurboTax and CPA. It's saying not to remove anything, which is great. And it's giving me some additional instructions. And it's telling me where it's getting all this information from, so I can go back and reference, and also I can internal link to some of these articles. And then once I make the update to this article, the next thing I would do is I would go to Boost Social, which is the tool that we use to be able to create content from that blog post. In this day and age, you don't want to focus on just getting traffic from Google because, as you can see, the algorithm is changing, AI is coming in, SGE, not sure what Google's going to be doing with all that. So you want to make sure that your traffic is diversified. You're getting traffic from social media, from your email list, paid traffic, organic traffic, not just from Google, but from Bing, DuckDuckGo, Yahoo, and so on. I would go, like for example, I would find that article. So it's here. Maybe create a YouTube script, email, and all the other platforms that I want to create content for. Then when the content is generated, it would show up here. Now I have a Facebook post that I can use to share this article on my Facebook. I have the email copy I can use to share on my email list. I have even a YouTube script, right? If I wanted to create a YouTube video for this article, because YouTube is another great search engine that can bring traffic to your site as well. I would do that. Then I would use Boost Social for that. And in addition to that, one of the things that I've seen in the last 3, 4, 5 months is that, of course, our Google, organic traffic has decreased because of the quote unquote helpful content update and all this other stuff that they're doing. But I significantly see an increase from Bing, for example. You can use Google Analytics for this to see what's your primary traffic source. So, for example, if you go to your analytics and go to acquisition overview, you can see basically which search engines is bringing in traffic to your site. And you can see Bing has bring the most. You can see we've got DuckDuckGo, Yahoo, Google's third, some Pinterest here, and some other things, right? If I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong, and you guys can correct me in the comments. I think DuckDuckGo and Yahoo uses Bing as well, if I'm not mistaken. So that's that. Now, when it comes to Bing, one tool that you should consider using, if you haven't used it already, is called Bing Webmaster tool. Bing Webmaster is similar to Google Search Console, where it gives you information about your traffic sources, page information, keywords that are people are finding your site in. Like for example, for the Handy Tag Guy site that I set up Webmaster tools not too long ago. As I'm still getting used to how to use it, I will be creating a future video on the details of how to navigate through it. And you can see our clicks and our impressions here. You can see the keywords that are bringing the most traffic to our site. And it's interesting that something else that I noticed is that if you compare the keywords that are bringing traffic to your site on Webmaster's tool versus the keywords that are bringing traffic to your site from Search Console, they are probably going to be different because it's a different type of audience that uses Bing versus Google Search Console, and the keywords that they might put in Bing might be different than the keywords that they search in Search Console. So just keep that in mind. You can inspect different URLs, Site Explorer. You can take a look at that. Again, I'm going to go more in depth into this in the future. You can check out the keywords that are bringing traffic, see the impressions, the trends. You can see a lot of good information. So definitely go ahead and go to Bing and type in Webmaster Tool, integrate that into your site. It's easy to set up. Again, it's comparable to Search Console, but it's just Bing focused instead of Google focused. And that way, if you're struggling to rank organically on Google, then you can start diversifying and giving Bing a try. So, hopefully this helps. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments or contact us at support@bramework.com. And thanks again for using Bramework.